Hi, so I'm going to do some demonstration on some breathing techniques that I practice. So the first one is looking at quite a calming one. It's just encouraging you to breathe, diaphragm breathing, sometimes known also as belly breathing. So just, you can put one hand on here, left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly. And just noticing which hand is moving the most. Now, if you're predominantly breathing into your chest, you're going to get this action going on. And that's not particularly calming. And it's not really, it's only allowing air into the top part of your lungs. So by breathing more into this area here, you're taking a fuller breath, filling more the bottom of your lungs. And remembering that when we're inhaling, we're not just filling up front of our body. There's a lot of our lungs at the back of our body. So it's just bringing your awareness into what's going on as you're breathing and what's actually moving or not moving. So just bringing your awareness onto your belly and focusing on allowing this bottom hand on your belly to be moving out as you inhale and back in as you exhale. And rather than thinking about really controlling your breath, is really trying to zone into, as you're inhaling, what within your body wants to move and allowing it to move. You might just notice I've got loads of tension here or here. You can get into a fight with that and think I need to let go, or you can just sit there and say, okay, it's tense. Carry on breathing. What happens after 3 or 4 breaths? And quite often you'll find by taking that approach, you might find that area does start to soften, and then you allow more movement in and you're releasing more tension. So that's diaphragm breathing. Now, if you're running along at a steady, comfortable pace, you could focus on breathing and using into your belly as you're breathing. The faster you go, the more you're going to need to involve this area as well. And it's much harder to really focus on this. So if you're flat out sprinting, your body's just naturally doing what it needs to do, and you'll be using, yes, the whole of your body, but you probably will be breathing more into this area here. So that becomes important, diaphragm breathing, at the end of the repetition or at the end of a hard effort, calming everything back down again, bringing your breathing rate back down, which leads me on to the next one, which is just a practice that you can do away from running. When I was doing marathon training, I would sometimes focus on inhaling for 3 strides, exhaling for 3 strides. Now, away from running, you can count. I'd start with a count of 3. You can build up to a count of 8 for your inhale and exhale. It's just regulating inhale and exhale to the same length, and just allowing 1 to 2 seconds pause at the end of your inhale, just that moment of stillness, and then exhaling again. So I'm going to do a count of 3 to begin with. And then pausing for 2 counts and exhale for 3. And then you've got as well with, it's more, probably is more of a yoga one, but nasal breathing. And this ultimately helps to slow your breathing rate down. I wouldn't advocate it on any kind of effort runs. It's a very easy pace. If you're doing maybe heart rate training where you're keeping your heart rate really low, it's possible. But once you start picking up the pace, you need to get some air in through your mouth as well as your nose. So this is more something you can do of an evening calming down, or as I say, gentle, very gentle running, or walking around. So just keeping your mouth closed. You're going to inhale and exhale through your nostrils. And you can bring your awareness onto your nostrils and just noticing as you're inhaling and exhaling what you're feeling. So what did it feel like to inhale? What's your breath like coming in? Is it warm? Is it cold? What's it like coming out? Can you feel any little movements going on in your nostrils as you're inhaling and exhaling? And then a couple of calming breaths. One that's also fun, hissing breath. I tend to feel a bit like making the sound that a snake makes. So you're going to inhale through your nose, and then as you exhale, you're going to take your tongue onto the roof of your mouth, and just behind your teeth, and you're going to hiss like a snake as you exhale. And then just taking a couple of normal breaths and just noticing before and after each breathing practice, maybe noticing how your body feels, how your mind feels after going through those practices. And then the last little fun one, bumblebee breath. Now, normally you put your hands over your ears. With what's going on at the moment, you obviously don't have to. You can still feel what's going on with your hands down on your lap. But effectively, you're going to take a deep breath in, keeping your mouth closed. You're going to buzz like a bee as you exhale, and just noticing it creates a vibration through the back of your head, through your jaw, down through your neck, through your shoulders, maybe into your back. And again, it's another calming breath. It's quite fun to do as well. If kids are getting really wild and annoying you, maybe getting them doing this for a little bit might help to calm them down. And then just taking a couple of normal breaths. As I say, just play with those. You can do them for as little or as long as you like. If through any of them you're getting dizzy spells, obviously stop, gather your breathing together, and then start again. Just play around with them, work out which ones work for you, which ones don't. And if you're interested in more breathing practices, as I say, I love the book by Blandy and Kala-Germain, Anatomy of Breathing, and then there's also, from the yoga perspective, prana and pranayama. But I would say with the yoga breaths, because they're quite strong, you are better off finding somebody, a teacher, to practice those with, to get guidance through, because there is generally a way that we lead people through from the simple breaths as you're building up more strength to be able to do some of the more technical, stronger breathing or holding your breath for a long period of time. So just taking it slowly, taking it carefully, and enjoy. Take care. Stay safe, everybody.